It was 95 years ago that the American Heart Association was created with the belief that scientific research could lead the way to better treatment, prevention, and ultimately a cure for heart disease. Today, the American Heart Association is the largest source of funding for cardiovascular disease and stroke research next to the federal government. And events like Heartball help raise critical funds for life-saving research and medical breakthroughs. So as we celebrate 30 years of the Pittsburgh Heartball, let us take a look at the reason why tonight is so important and why funding the work of the American Heart Association needs to continue with your help.
In 2011, it was November and it was a beautiful day, and I decided to go for a training run because I was training for the Pittsburgh Half Marathon. And about halfway into that run, I collapsed on the sidewalk.
He was born without his main pulmonary artery. They did a catheterization when he was 3 days old, and they did his first surgery when he was 10 days old. He's had 5
open heart surgeries, 20 catheterizations.
20 catheterizations.
And played 18 holes of golf with customers and colleagues. And then at the reception between golf and dinner, I collapsed. I had a sudden cardiac arrest.
My wife found out she went in for a routine sonogram when she was 7 months pregnant. They looked at it, the sonogram, and found out that Sophia's heart was partially blocked.
You hear the stories all the time, where it's a basketball player in the prime of his fitness, and he drops dead, and no one knows why until after the fact. And they find out that it was this. He said, "You have that."
I had immediate bystander CPR. I was immediately transported to one of the best hospitals in the city of Pittsburgh, where they put me in the intensive care unit and into the cooling treatment to try to save my brain.
They got in touch with my wife, who was in Michigan at the time. The doctor talked to them and suggested therapeutic hypothermia.
My initial response was that it was scary, but at the other side, it was kind of like, I'm going into this battle, and I'm coming out victorious, and I did.
When you have a heart condition, it's just not a heart condition. He has migraines, he has soft tissues in his legs, so he gets pain in his legs. He does have learning disability, as a reading disability.
I was also warmed at that moment because here was my wife and my 3 kids right there, 3 of my brothers, and that really meant the world to me.
Heart disease doesn't discriminate. Heart disease affects people of all ages.
It had nothing to do with taking care of myself. It was something that I had no idea was present or was my reality.
I went into surgery, and now I have a pacemaker defibrillator with a couple of wires into my heart.
The machinery that looked at my anatomy was new. Most of it was funded by AHA.
If you looked at me now, you would have absolutely no idea that I have heart disease, that I have had any type of harrowing experience. So my life right now I consider to be normal.
We need all the research we can get. We need to know about his learning disability. We need to learn about the migraines and the leg pain. And we're lucky to be in Pittsburgh because I have met so many people that have to come here to get this done.
The money that is given by the American Heart Association to do research about things like CPR helps people live, people just like me.
I am a relentless force.
I'm a relentless force.
I am a relentless force.
I am a relentless force.
I am a relentless force.